Hello everyone, this is my Bookopoly. I'm going to be telling you all about the board I made, all with my own art. I'm a digital artist, and there's my dog. And I'm going to be telling you all about it and showing you each space. This was inspired by, I'm holding my camera by the way, I'm sorry if it's a little shaky, it's just so that I can get close and actually show you each of the squares. This was inspired by Becca's Bookopoly-thon. Maybe like half of the spaces are what she has, and then the other half I changed just to suit my reading style. And I haven't made the cards yet, but I'm going to have chance cards, which are prompts, and I am going to have a TBR stack, which are just random books in my TBR. And unlike her, my 3 non-go corner pieces are all free picking instead of free parking, because I'm a mood reader, so I wanted a few in there that were just so that I could read whatever. So those are the first change from hers. But anyways, let's get into it. Any illustrations you see were drawn by me. The only things that I did not draw, just to give credit where credit's due, are the things that were Clip Studio Paint assets, because I use Clip Studio Paint, and that would be the little book icons, the flowers I used on the free picking squares, and these emojis I just got online, and this word bubble. Everything else was drawn by me. So, yeah, let's get to it. My Go space, I didn't do anything fancy for it because we're all excited to get to the rest. Go's just where you start. First, I have Strong Woman. So this is for a strong female lead. Then I've got my TBR square, a small book, so under 300 pages, not spaces. I have a TBR vet. For this, I used art of my oldest OC, and I thought that would be cute for the TBR vet. Then I have Spring. I have a cover with a person on it. Also, all of these are like obviously squashed and cropped versions of the art. This is just a little piece of the full art. So if any of them look weird, it's because I had to make the idea get through in just like this tiny square. But anyways, person on the cover, chance space, a pattern for the cover rather than an illustration or full image, an animal on the cover. I used my little gator character, free picking, demons, something evil, anything satanic, anything cult-like. This is just for some sort of evil in the book. Pet pick. So I have 4 cats and a dog, so this is so that I can have one of them pick with the use of treats. A dragon or mythological creature in the book or on the cover. Usually it's only on the cover if it's in the book though, so both. I have a little kind of a hybrid between a kitten and a dragon, but magical realism. I did just like the weirdest piece of art I had because magical realism is very unique. Unfinished, I put a whip or a work in progress here. I mean, the art piece is finished now, but I had this saved from a while ago. So a series that I have not finished yet. So this is just to continue that. A trope I like. This is me as a My Hero Academia character looking intrigued, and I thought that would be perfect for a trope that I love. Another TBR card. This is manga. I used fan art I did of Todoroki from My Hero Academia. I did this a few years ago, but I figured it would still work for the manga slot. Favorite genre. I love fantasy, romance, and magical realism, but they always have romance and pretty characters, stuff like that. Usually fantasy, but I also love horror. But anyways, I chose my pretty unicorn character because what's better to represent some romantic fantasy than a gorgeous unicorn person? Another free picking. Emojis, so I'm going to have a friend send me a random emoji, and I'm going to have to find a book that seems like it would fit that emoji. Another chance card. random letter. I'm going to generate random letter from the alphabet and hopefully find a title that starts with that letter. Random color, I'm going to do the same thing, but whatever color has to be the majority of the cover. Autumn, just autumn inspired. I did a little wood elf painting. This is the only piece of traditional art that I put on here. Obviously, this is a copy of the traditional art, but yeah, little wood elf for autumn. Romance, I have just handsome little demon boy I drew. Next to it, smut, and I have a kinkier demon boy biting a whip, even though it's hard to tell in this cropped picture. But yeah, so romance doesn't necessarily need to have smut in it, but the smut space, it does need to be spicy. POC rep, I'm sorry that scrunching this down and printing it so small made it just completely, it just got so muddy and dark, but this is rep for people of color, whether it's the author or characters. Fantasy genre, use this little dragonkin guy that I did for a art commission I had for someone. It was their D&D character, so I thought it would fit perfectly for fantasy. Another free picking. This has I in quotation marks, and that means it is first person. This has she, which means it is third person. Here's another TBR slot. Here is the image I used for a mystery read. So she's got a bloody knife, but you can't tell who did it. I thought that would be a perfect way to represent a mystery. It doesn't necessarily need to be murder mystery. Obviously, this image is very murder mystery, but you get it. I used this one just for weird. A book that is weird. It is probably unlike anything else on your TBR. It's just extremely unique and strange. Another chance card. A big book, so over 500 pages. A book that has a movie adaptation. I did my Little Shop of Horrors sticker for Seymour. I know there's not a book of Little Shop of Horrors, but I just figured it was the only thing I had that there's a movie of in my art gallery, so I went ahead and used it. So a book that has a movie or TV show adaptation. And last, oh, got dog hair on it. And last is a middle grade. I used a little Pokemon sticker I made for this. Oh no. Oh, there we go. And yeah, that's middle grade. And that is my Bookopoly board. I'm so excited to use it. I'm going to be using it for October, so I'm going to be recording me using this in a couple of days, and they'll be posted at the same time, so it'll already be out when you're watching this if you want to see my results of using this and how I use the cards if they come up. But yeah, really excited. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions about my board, and that's it. I'll see you next time.